Hi there, Ron here of Variable Play, and welcome to another Open Game Night.
Open game night.
Open. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
I'm Bucks.
Your box. How'd you find our last episode since you were not there?
Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed actually watching it again. It's like, oh, this is it's cool, and we should do more of that. Less of me, more of you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Let's
Well,
let's
you know,
slow
we should
down.
get invite someone to share their list. I think that was a good idea. So, maybe we pick another guest, another frequent visitor to the channel, and we have them run through their top 10.
Then we
Yeah.
massacre it.
I know that it was specific towards like two-player, like as a sweet spot. So maybe we choose a different category. Like I think it would be a good idea. Maybe we have Clit come on board and talk about like his top 10 solo games,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be
yeah.
good.
Or
Again,
invite some of the people in.
or we can have
So
Rujin join us and like top 10 games she's beaten Denmark in.
that would be everything. There wouldn't be a top 10. It's like everything. So we would like to thank
because
Morgan
it doesn't
for
stay in
joining
your
us.
shelf.
Ha! If she beats me, it gets sold. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, we'd like to thank Morgan for guesting last week.
or as he's known, well, because he named himself Morgie.
Morgie.
It sounds like such a goth name. It's like you're a goth kid and you need a nickname. Be like I'm Morgie.
I hope he's not watching yet.
No, that's why I'm good with Morgan. It's just Morgie sounds like a play on the word
No, what
morgue.
if that's his real nickname?
It's I told him it's like Rick and Morty, but it's like Morgie.
Yeah. What if it's his real nickname?
It's a very
That's why
interesting
he-
nickname, that's for sure.
Hey, I found a loophole for sharing. It actually works on my phone.
Don't
So it's gonna be faster
don't
here.
don't jinx it.
I'm
you
sorry.
Just, no, you just told the AI that now
They're
you know.
watching. Zuckerberg is watching.
Not Zuckerberg, the AI of Facebook is watching, and then so
Isn't
so you just told them
Zuckerberg
that
AI?
you know when you know.
I
Anyway,
always assumed that Zuckerberg was AI.
hello everybody who's watching. There's like 4. Yep.
Hi.
Hi. We're gonna play a
To the
game
4
soon.
people watching, welcome.
Hey Angel. Hey Christina. Well, those are the ones who liked. Those are the ones who I'm greeting. So
So while Denmark is should I start the game already?
no,
No, he's
we can banter.
distracted.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's-
just on a side topic, since well, Denmark wasn't with us, but the other day, me and Ron got to play test a game that I think we may not really be at liberty to discuss.
Not
but
yet.
I think that the local game market is in for a treat in the foreseeable future for a
Yes.
pretty good game adaptation to a very beloved franchise in the Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. It's a lot of good potential there. Definitely something to be excited about. And add to the chaos of running it online and
It's going to be special. I am definitely going to keep a sealed copy of it along with one that I will open and play. The sealed one will be something that I will call it my pamana.
Sorry. That got my attention.
Denmark's busy.
Everything that's happening in my home, it's so chaotic. When I heard that, I was like, wait, what's happening? Anyway,
So
I'm done.
I cool. All right. Hang on.
So
Yes.
what have you
And
been
then-
playing, guys? What games have you been playing recently? I'm excited. I want to share
It's,
first.
it's a wonderful world. It's a lot
Fine,
of that.
you go first.
No.
You're doing this online, right?
Yes, so I am playing the online version in Game Park.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've been running it quite often, just playing random opponents, and um, I'm going to say that I'm at about a 5% win rate. I am getting still horribly crushed, but I've won 2 games thus far online.
Do you have to register for Game Park?
No,
Just hop in and just start playing.
yeah, um, you kind of just have to when you decide to hit the play, it will ask you like for a username, but other than that, you're good.
Hey Ace, there you go.
Good
I,
evening.
Hey, there's a new thing happening. Oh wow, cool! They can do that.
I like the bubble.
Yeah, that
I
that
like
looks
the
nice.
bubble.
It looks finesse.
Yeah,
Hey Ace,
it's interesting.
he's suggesting that maybe we could do top five
Oh,
KS.
Kickstarter.
That would be
Ooh.
happy show.
No, not. It's been a while, man. I
No,
haven't backed anything in 2 years.
and it's not necessarily like games that you will back. It's just games that you are very excited about. It could be that.
Okay, fair enough. I can come up with a list. Hey, hi Angel, hi Clint.
Clint is
Stardew
already
Valley.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I
Clint is
saw this in the
already
chats earlier today.
Stardew Valley.
I'm looking. My KS would be Mantis Falls. I don't know if you guys would like it. But
Let me pull up. I have my list. I actually picked something very recently, but I think the campaign was already done.
it has a horror theme to it. One player to uh, four, I think.
The
Mantis
last
Falls.
game that I saved that I wanted to check out is called Prime Evil: The Awakening.
Oh yeah, you've been mentioning that.
Yeah,
But
so it
is
was
it
funded 21 days ago. So yeah,
is
that
it
was.
better than Ankh?
Oh no, well, Ank's coming. Ank's coming. No, it's just when
Okay.
you see the size of like the monsters, it's pretty much like a co-op monster hunter turned into a board game. So it looks impressive in the amount of plastic that's in it.
All right.
In terms of Kickstarter, I backed the uh, this game is better than this is actually better than Terraforming Mars.
Oh, the card version.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
All
know,
right.
man. Is it really better than Terraforming Mars?
I mean, it is Terraforming Mars, and then it's faster.
What is
Roll
it
for
better than
terraforming Mars,
Mars?
right?
It's not roll; it's more of like race.
Race,
For terraforming
race
I'm
for
Mars.
just waiting
terraforming
for
Mars.
them to pick a new planet. I am tired of Mars.
That's the
Look, I
closest one.
watch The Expanse. I hear the word Mars said over and over again. They gotta pick another planet.
All right.
Okay, terraform Saturn.
Hey,
You
I want to
can't.
share with you.
You gotta take all the asteroids and dump it there. It's
Wait.
not gonna work.
Wait. I
It's
want
all
to share with
water.
you a new game that I got.
What?
It's
What's the
Holly.
game?
Holly.
Oh,
cool.
It's
Is it really
uh,
pronounced Holly, Holy?
I say holy, but I think it's
Holy.
Huhuhlie. Whatever. I don't know how to
Huh?
spell.
Holly?
Anyway, it's a tradition.
It's about the
It's a Hindu tradition where
Hindu
they're
tradition
celebrating
where you-
joy
Okay.
in
you
India.
throw the colored
Colors.
powder.
Yep. Throw it on
So it's a
everybody
colors
else.
festival, right?
Yes.
It's literally the colors festival, the board game.
Wow, interesting. Okay, sorry. Yes, excuse my
Holly.
ignorance. Not aware.
Anyway, like Ron said, it's a tradition. They celebrate it. So you're in the game. You are trying to throw your colors at your opponents, and whenever you get to hit them, you're gonna score a point. That's the end game score. Anyway, it's a 3D board where there are 3 floors, and what you're
That's some
actually
evil
trying.
stuff pop into my head again. I think it's just the vodka talking, but when you said throw your colors at someone, something
Yeah.
else that came to
I don't
mind.
think you can push any innuendo on that one anymore.
I mean, I can throw some colors, some browns, and some yellows.
Anyway, it's a 3D tower. So you have 25 colors. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit people or make your colors fall on each floor. Because for each color that's on the floor, there are corresponding points. First level 1, second level 2 points, third level 3 points. And if you hit someone, that's 1 point plus 2 points at end game. So in order for you to know where you're going to throw things, you draw 3 cards and there are patterns there. So if your pattern, if the pattern that you're gonna play, and your opponent happens to be in the area of that pattern, you get to hit them. That's basically how the game would go, and it has longevity because they included cards for new rules and new scoring mechanics. So I thought I hope you guys saw. Well, those who follow, I should have posted it on Variable Play. Those who follow my Instagram account, it was fun. My
I
family
actually,
was
yes, I
having
did
fun.
see it. That's why. So I got to see the whole tri-level board thing. It looks pretty impressive.
And this one is the deluxe edition. So
Ooh.
the
Ooh.
What's the
components
difference?
look nice. Wood instead of cardboard mostly.
Oh, okay. And do they? So it's not actual powder.
No, but we can do that if you guys come over. You wanna play?
Again, I got some throw. I got some color I can throw.
All right. Clint said, "I don't look
Uh,
ahead
what
when it."
what what shade is that color?
You want to know?
Clint said, "I don't want to look ahead when it comes to KS because you have to wait for the launch. Then you wait for the actual fulfillment, and whatever catches his attention, he checks, and if it's good enough, he backs it." And this is from
And
the
then
comments from what we've been
add-
talking about earlier.
to
And
add,
then he forgets about it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you should set it aside because like waiting a year for it to show up. Actually, when you go through a couple of campaigns, you will realize that, like your Facebook algorithm will pick up on it and start suggesting you games. Like there is a time that Villagers was being pushed on every page I had for like a solid 2 months.
I
They
think
have
that
an,
one was a paid push. It
they have a
wasn't
new one. It's Cities, I think.
the new hype is Tiny Epic Dungeons.
Oh my god.
They should stop. We should make that episode again. Things that we can't get enough of. We can't get
Hey,
enough of.
Tiny Epic
Tiny Epic.
Dinosaurs is pretty good.
Still
But
no Tiny
everything will
Epic
be
Pirates.
Tiny Epic. There is Pirates. It's coming out this year.
Oh my god, they really gone through this.
Wait, I was
And-
gonna
and-
say
and-
something
and-
about
and to think,
KS. Okay, go
I
on.
have a great suggestion. Tiny Epic Mintworks.
That would be ultra small.
Yes,
And you have to
smaller
play
than
with
the
a
normal
micron,
Mintworks.
a micron microscope, electron microscope.
It's trash. Too cartoonish. All right, I was saying about
Wow.
forgetting things with your KS. It's actually good because eventually when it shows up in your doorstep, it's like Christmas. Ooh, I have a new game. Never mind, that's how I felt.
Actually, yeah, when you get that email and you get
Hey,
like your
Gib.
tracking number and you know it's on its way, you're like, oh yeah.
Right? It gets you giddy,
Then you
inside
start
and
getting
happy
excited
again.
and going back to the campaign. Like, oh yeah, now I remembered why I backed it.
All right. I think we got 6. While they're still here, maybe we could play your game, Ron, and they can
Yeah.
participate.
All right.
So, we encourage everyone to join and just type in because Ron prepared
Yes.
for this the whole afternoon. He doesn't talk to us. He doesn't mention anything. He was preparing.
yes, I have been preparing. Oops. Hang on.
All right.
hang on.
You want me to
Okay,
share
okay.
screen? Oh, you're the one supposed to
Yeah,
share screen.
Yes. So I joked before that I was really inspired with your idea to put like small clues. So, since I'm the cubes guy,
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
Oh,
This
come
game-
on.
this game, you guys will be guessing the game, and I will only show you the cubes.
Hey, Lubin.
I have prepared the clue, which is basically
my-
what are those cubes actually called?
We're really
In the
guessing.
Prepare for
Cubes.
the worst scoring game to date.
We're
I kid
really
you
guessing
not.
cubes.
Yes.
That's a game. Are you serious? Fine.
Okay,
Fine.
let's see if this is as bad as my idea for black and white background games.
Okay.
Fine.
All right.
I
So
we're
and it's
guessing
just 10
cubes.
because I'm not sure if you guys there's like one or two that I know this is impossible. But anyways.
Hey, we got
Okay.
smart people watching us.
Okay.
Okay, I know what
So
this is.
Hey, we
Okay,
know that
fine,
one.
fine, fine.
oh,
I know what this is.
okay, right? What is
Hey,
this?
Desky, we know that one.
Do we have
Denmark,
a
you gotta
timer or what?
That's resource management. That's the HR game.
Yes.
HR the board game.
Our game.
Oh wait,
Wait,
I have to wait. I
you
have
have to
to.
you
I
have
have
to
to
check. You have to
monitor.
check if
Right. Sorry.
because I'm running this on my phone.
No, it's not
So
Emotep. Sorry.
it is
Okay.
not
No,
Imhotep. Sorry.
no. This is
Okay, now they see it. They
This
see
Okay,
it
is
now.
okay.
recruiters
So
of
this is
Waterderp.
what they are called. Adventurer cubes.
This is the
Seriously, that's
this
their
is
scientific
the
name.
recruiters of Waterderp.
It's
So
Headhunters. The game.
yes, it Headhunters the board game, also known as Lords of Waterderp. I mean deep.
Recruiters of Waterderp.
So we're guessing the game based
I
on
guess it helps the way that it was shown that you see all of the possible colors.
yes, yes. That's also a big part of how I did the game. I didn't show you just one cube. Good job, Geb. It is Lords of Waterdeep. Yes. See, you guys got it. All right. Cool, cool,
That
cool.
might have been the only one. But
That's it. And then we're gonna draw blanks.
No, I think you guys can. Okay, so next one, and it's just 10. So that was already number one. It's number two.
Crap! What the hell, man?
what?
They're just
Okay.
brown. Oh wait,
Okay.
I have an idea. Is this what
Yes.
you plant? Is
No,
this what you? No,
look at the top of the screen. I did a small hint. I cheated because I had to show you the other. They're not cubes though, so I had to show you the other components.
See, I have a guess, and the components actually confused me more.
What the hell are those? They're like paint droppings.
No, they're not. They're just the edges of the other ones.
Hey, we need. Hey,
Okay.
people watching, we
So-
need help. What the hell
so-
is
This
this
is
game?
the wood tokens that come out of the other Water Derp game, Champions of Midgard.
Yeah, Midgard.
Okay,
No?
nope. So
No.
they're called coal.
What the?
Okay, the cubes are called coal in the game.
If this is brass, or if this is one of the Euro things, you can eat the cubes.
The one on the top left is oil. The middle one, the red
Oh,
one,
got it.
is-
Okay, I know what this is. Okay, never mind. So the moment you said that, fine. This is Power Grid.
Is it? Oh, I haven't played this yet.
so it is power grid.
Oh.
I'm used to playing the version that actually has like barrels.
I know. This is the classic one. Another clue to you guys is all of these are my games. So
Oh, well,
actually, Mark,
you have
there's a chance
you
that
have
it's the
a
same.
literal truck of games.
Yes.
I thought it was Cocoa.
Cacao?
Cacao.
Cacao didn't have cubes. I actually
no,
checked.
it doesn't have
I
cubes.
opened it and it was actual cacao
Nibs.
tokens.
Because
Nibs.
it has the same color. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Here is your third cube.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to play this anymore. This is not fun. We're supposed to be talking about relaxing
Okay.
games. You're stressing it out.
There's only four of the game in the
Oh, okay,
game.
fine,
And they're called
fine.
scoring markers.
I know. This is where you do the tiles in your CR, right?
Yes. See? See?
It actually looks like the cubes from Pursuit of Happiness, though.
That's true. That's why I said it's only four in the game. And they're called scoring markers.
All right, so okay, can you guess?
Yeah, I got two. I got two.
Yeah, it's from
From
Azul.
Azul.
I wonder if the Azul, yay,
Yes.
good job, Frederick. They got it.
Everybody now has a suit.
I think because of the hint, of course. Otherwise, it's black cubes.
Kiyo's supposed to be here. Kiyo will always say cubes. It could be anything. Could be anything
Okay.
you want it to
Oh,
be.
come on.
Okay, this big of a pile. Here's the problem, and this is probably just gonna be for everybody else. Because I don't think you guys actually.
Puerto
I don't-
Rico.
I don't think you guys have actually played this. But if Ron Terwell was here, he would know this. We both love this game.
Well, I'm going to say that these are the blue cubes from Black Fleet.
actually, if we were playing, Clint is going like, how the hell is this different than the previous one? Oh, Clint got it.
Okay. Avi, you better come up with the game next week.
Oh, Fleet. Okay, is this that the Wharf game, right?
So the Wharf is the card game. This is the quote unquote big game of Fleet.
Oh my god.
See, people got it.
I am doing the white and black game.
Wait,
art
I'll do
of-
the games again.
I'm so happy.
Or fine, I would pick a random character from the art of the game that has nothing to
I'm
do
so
with
excited.
the main characters.
My device detected that I'm excited. Okay, next. All right,
Holy
Javi, you
crap.
actually got to play this.
Yes, it
Financial
looks
management.
familiar.
All right, and they're called supporters.
Financial impact.
No.
What the
So-
hell is this game?
There's a
This is
rondel
not-
for it.
Yeah, wait. No.
It's a
This is the Civilization game.
it's not a civilization game. It's the setting is about I don't know
Yeah,
what
that
year.
you're
Oh
trying
no, it is a year. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hello, J4. Thanks for
The
watching.
yellow one is like a smiley face icon. I'm trying to remember. Oh wow, I can't remember the name of the
Oh,
game.
it's okay.
I won't even try. I don't know.
It's World's Fair 1890.
Oh, no. Okay, I got it wrong. No, sorry. But yes, I have
Oh.
played this twice. So,
I've played it too, but
but
can't
I remember the cards more than the cubes.
Yeah, nobody does. That's why I'm
Hello,
like,
Roni. Hey, Morgan's
support.
watching. Well,
Morgan, help us!
Morgan's
Morgan.
wife is watching.
they need help.
Dude,
Okay,
what the hell is this game?
The vodka isn't
Hey.
helping.
you asked me to make a game for you
Yeah.
All right.
the last time.
guys. You
Hey,
get-
I have that game.
Okay,
I have
fine.
that game.
This is obvious enough.
But notice that there's only 3.
Is it Bang Bang? You run around
No.
and Bang Bang. No, it's the same 3. Hi,
Yes, it's
Ronnie.
3. That was my guess.
Hey, Morgan. It's not adrenaline. Are you serious?
It is not adrenaline.
What?
What is this?
What games have red, yellow, and red, blue, yellow cubes? Oh, Pandemic.
Okay, wow.
You're missing one.
Nope.
Oh, this is from North America thingy, right?
Yes.
Oh, then I have no idea what
North
this is.
That's why there's only 3 cubes.
No
All right,
idea.
all right.
Yeah, Friday,
Adrenaline.
Saturday, Pandemic. Or
Cool.
adrenaline. You're right.
Adrenaline. It's the same.
Yes,
If there was
yes.
a green one,
Which
it
is
was
also
King,
valid.
King of Tokyo.
And then Ron will tell us, no, they're not the same. They're a millimeter short. What the hell, man? That would
I
be
don't think.
Hello, Nico.
This is challenging, but at the same time dumbfounding.
It's so frustrating.
Okay.
Oh my God, more
Let's go.
cubes. In different
Wow,
colors. What the hell? Ah. I suppose green, purple, red, and blue are the player markers, right?
No.
No.
So here's their names. The top one is where cubes. The white, gray.
Is this
Sir.
craft wagon?
No, almost there. And then the lower colors are pit cubes. That yellow one is called the garage cube.
Okay, so this is obviously racing related.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not craft
It's a
wagon,
bag building game.
bag building.
Yeah. You also
Formula
played
D?
it. No, not Formula D.
No, Formula
It
D
wasn't.
doesn't use-
So it's
No,
racing,
Destiny
but
was
it's
saying
not bag
Formula D.
building.
What's AOTWC?
I think he got it. Almost. So it's a little bit
AOTWC?
older. It's called Automobiles.
Whack, whack, whack.
Have you played this in
Nope.
yes you did. You played it in the pub thing in
South Pub?
South Pub.
Mm, uh, I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
Okay,
All
okay.
right, moving on. Nothing to see here.
Okay. This
Oh,
one
crap.
this
I have nothing.
This is so painful.
okay, they're called cube
What the
houses.
hell?
Okay, Denmark, I'm gonna give you a clue directly because
Tiny towns.
no,
No, it's not. It's not Tiny Towns. Doesn't have
I-
that
I-
color.
I let you play I lent you the smaller card game version of it. Never mind. It's
Suburbia?
Burano.
Oh. No, I don't know this game. So
Okay,
Walking in
that's fine, that's
Burano.
fine, that's fine. Okay.
Have his face priceless.
Ron, you're not allowed to make games anymore.
This is the last time he's gonna play. He's gonna host our game show.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, hang on. Javi, you're gonna get this. I'm pretty sure.
Spice
So from
fruit.
the bottom,
Hey!
it's hot,
Okay,
cheese,
fine,
malt,
fine.
coffee, fruit, and
Yes,
spice.
yes. I have an idea. Is this the one in the garage? The version in the garage,
it's
or the
not
one
Brew
in the longer,
Crafters.
the
This
longer
is-
version,
This is
They're
the full
brew-
original version.
brew
Yeah,
Brew
crafters.
Crafters.
the longer version. I was talking about Homesteader,
Home brewers. I think
home brewers.
that's what-
All right,
That one had dice and had no cubes whatsoever. So it's a
dice or
lower-
cubes?
They have
Yes, sir. What shape are the dice?
Oh, crap! How many more?
They all
I'm
look
not
the
sure if this is the
same.
last one.
Teal,
Okay.
blue, red.
Okay, hang
yellow.
on.
Player cubes
So
influence.
they're called player
morality.
cubes, or they're also used for influence. But more importantly, they are used for morality to gauge if
Something
you are.
both of us don't have. Happy and I don't have.
I don't know, man. Sorry. You have lost me.
This is where you have to choose your path.
Oh, light and shadow, right? No.
This is
Yes.
Path of Light. Oh, okay.
Those are the
Wow.
player
You know, I
colors.
actually had it saved in my head that you would go there, but I wasn't expecting these cubes.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
Is there,
One more?
Is there more?
One more.
No more.
I
That's
thought
it.
I thought you were going with the
Yay.
tech tree stuff.
Hey, it was really a good game. It just so happens that I'm
Great game, Ron.
really not familiar with any of those. But it's a really good game. It was fun trying to rack your brain. What game? I was like, it's not what game this is from. What game does Ron have that have these cubes? and then,
The next time, that's it. It's gonna be just a cube with no context. Just
And
like name the game.
and then the next filter, what are Ron's games that I don't like to play because they're long? I got nothing.
Well, you guys got some of it, so
May
Well,
some-
Okay,
no,
wait.
no.
I just saw that message flash. That's
I
actually
like
a good
that.
idea.
I like that.
You know, our game last week was supposed to be about meeples. That's why it became components. I just can't find time to research more different meeples.
I can do that.
No, you're not hosting this anymore.
I will go next. I will actually start working on it tomorrow.
Okay, hang on, Javi. If you're going next, we gotta do minis.
Yes, precisely
You
like
gotta
what
do
Clint
minis.
said.
Fine.
One of those obscure minis that no one
Fine.
pays attention
Yes.
to.
I want to make it all Kickstarter exclusive mini, so it doesn't come in anything set. You have no idea what it is.
Just the whole time.
There is no chance.
Fine.
You guys are gonna find out.
Okay, I will do miniatures. It may not be next week because people are gonna prepare. No, I want it to be
Right.
a surprise.
Right.
So next week I'll do meatballs. Woohoo!
All right. Thanks for the game, Ron. Even though it didn't relax me one bit.
Well, no, that wasn't meant to relax us. But what we're talking about are games that relax us.
Right.
Yes.
Thanks, Abby. That's where we're
Thank
going.
you.
Segue.
That's why you can't actually connect why we're doing that game and relaxing games. 'Cause it's not really relaxing. Anyway, so if you're joining us just right now, or if you just joined us, we're gonna be talking about games that relax us for whatever reason, either playing it, teaching it, people we play with. What else were our with caveats? I said with caveats. Those are three already.
No, I think that we're gonna be talking about games that we find relaxing when we play it. Now, the reason or if there's specific conditions to it, that's really something more personal. So we can explain that when we get to
So when
our
we
list.
play these games, it really relaxes us in one way,
Sure.
shape, form, or another, right? That's how we
Yeah.
made our list, right? Cool.
Yep. And
Cool.
sort of I ranked it as from the least of the ones that make me sort of
Me relax, right?
Yeah.
I did the same. My number 5 is number one's most relaxing to me, right?
So
That's
if
how
you
we did it.
guys have your sort of your favorites, we're gonna be doing 5. If you guys can come up with 5. Wow.
this one's number 1 on Javi's list.
Yeah, man, nothing's more relaxing than birds.
So Clint is voting
Hey,
for
Justin.
this war of
What
mine.
do you think about when you want to relax? Birds.
Birds. All right, maybe we could
Okay.
ask Luvin to count us off.
So we're doing 5.
We're doing 5, and
Yeah, we're doing 5.
All right, so least to most,
Okay.
right? What happened to Ron? We lost Ron. Ron.
Yes.
No!
I can hear you guys. I will reconnect.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
the wine that made the camera stop.
The camera's drunk. So while we're waiting for Ron, no, I don't think anyone has this war of mine in our list.
Yeah, no. If we want to talk about games that induce stress, I think that that makes it on the list
Yeah,
without
I'll-
any question.
Along with what's a small game, World War One, French shooting, the Grizzled,
The Grizzled.
right?
Actually, no,
there.
I don't consider the Grizzled stressful. I
No, it's
consider it
sad.
depressing.
It's a very sad game.
It's very somber. You know, like playing it's an okay gaming experience, but you have to be playing it with people that understand that the theme is intentionally gloomy.
Right. There's another game, Gloom, but that's a dark comedy
But no,
type
see,
game.
Gloom is sort of oxymoron. That it's not really about being gloomy at all. It is just trying to intentionally tell like a depressing story to
in a funny
win.
way.
Yeah, in a funny way to win.
All right, so we're just waiting for Ron so that we could start 5
Okay.
games that are your most relaxing.
Sure. While waiting, I will finish this wild cherry vodka and move on to the next one.
I bet a lot of people who are watching will list Wingspan seriously in one of their.
It is not relaxing at all.
It is at some point. It is. Yes. I can't.
Next thing you're gonna
I
tell
have-
me that trading spices relaxes you.
It's my number 1.
You know what? I like playing card sleeving the game. It's very relaxing when you just sleeve cards.
No, but I just
Over
want
and
to
over.
find out if it's true. How many of you who are watching would place Wingspan in your most relaxing list? Let's see if it's true that it's relaxing or not. I bet it is. Well, that's the effect that it has on
Birders.
me. Birders. You know, I never knew that there were birders until you said it when we were playing it.
I got it from I learned about that from a movie. So there is a movie that is, I think it's called It's a Good Year, and basically it is about the bird watching community and how competitive they are. Obviously, it's like kind of meant as a joke or a parody, but they themselves take offense to it and to the term of like bird
Birder.
watchers, and they call themselves birders. This
See?
is just like Star Trek fans are
Trekkies.
trekkers and not Trekkies, and they consider Trekkie like a derogatory statement or
I have to.
title.
See, we have Morgan. We have that. I've told you it's relaxing.
You see the laugh at the end? That's meant to be sarcastic.
What laugh on the end?
The,
Relaxing
That
kasi you
that
don't mind other players' boards. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier. Solitary, multiplayer solitary games that are
Euro
relaxing.
players.
All right, since Ron's here, let's not delay because Luvin actually counted us down already.
Yeah, there you go, number 5. Thanks, buddy.
All right, who's starting?
all right. Okay, I can start since
Yes.
I started the idea. And maybe so. Hey, is my audio too loud?
Yes, it became loud. I was like, what
Ah,
happened to my
nice.
audio? Did I do
How
something?
about now?
Suddenly
Is it
got
better?
so
It's good.
clear.
It's good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so my number 5 is Flow of History.
I was gonna write that. It was on my
Relax.
top
Really?
10. Yes,
Wow.
it was on my short list.
Cool. So I know it could be frustrating for some, and
Yes.
given a scenario where people are ganging up on you,
Yes.
but because I don't know, with this whole engine building, sort of going through the different um, history, and it just felt that it's a I'm just going through the paces, but so slowly progressing. How my civilization is growing, changing governments, and then innovating on this technology, and gaining more resources, and then sort of shopping. So the whole shopping thing, for what's out there, and ooh, that's affordable. I'll buy it now, and that, I don't know, it felt like something
Sniping.
that, yeah.
Sniping doesn't stress you out in that game.
No, no, not yeah, no, not really. Because normally when I would set the price, it's a price I'm happy to buy it with. Even if maybe I'm buying it a little bit more expensive than market value, because I'm happy to get it. And if somebody buys it from me, I also were happy that they got it for that price. So
That was a subtle way of telling you. I like it because the pairings of your world leaders and how your your civilization started, sometimes they're just really way off. So comical. But it's
I
just
always
fun
seem to
reimagining it.
butt heads with another player for like the cards that I want. So it's never been relaxing for me. There's always somebody in the way of my plan. Like that's mine. Like,
see, that's the
Nope.
thing. I guess that's different to how I play. Like, as soon as somebody wants something, I in my head I had other plans anyway. So it's like, okay, you want that? Well, I now know how to beat that with this one. And then, oh, you change your plans and you want to do that instead. Then I still have other alternatives. I just it to me, it just becomes part of a, like, it's more effort to try to claim it's mine. It's a game, than just in my head find the next best option. And sometimes that sort of tactical change of plans is something that excites me. So I guess that's
All
why,
right.
to me, I find it exciting and
That's
relaxing.
relaxing for him. All right.
If
Number 5.
Denmark, this is cool. How did
The
you do
flow of history.
the
yeah. We
I
can
don't
actually
think
display what we're talking about now.
Sure. We've always had this option, and I always wanted to do this, but I just get so involved in our conversation, I keep forgetting. Anyway,
Okay.
now I have it. So,
All
All right.
right.
Cool.
okay.
All right.
So,
So
So
that
we
makes
have
this
it turned.
number
I'll
one.
jump on to my number five, and
Number
it is
five.
some
Sorry.
yeah.
Go
So it's
ahead, Abby.
totally different from Ron's choice here. My number five is Clank.
Which one? In
So
space, the original
no,
one.
just the original Clank with the exclamation point and everything.
There. See,
So
it's right
you
there.
know, when I go into a game of Clank, I don't know, maybe it's just a personal mindset that I've had a lot of fun experiences. Like, there's a lot of tension and like sense of urgency when you're trying to escape before like everyone dies and stuff. Yes, I get it. It's by design, but I've had a lot of like playthroughs of this that have been hilarious. So
Mhm.
it's almost like just total bungling idiots all the time going into a game of Clank, and it's hilarious. So I kind of unwind and I actually allow myself to really push my luck and be an idiot and have
Greatest thief
fun
in the land.
every time.
Greatest thief in the land.
And then you have great cards, just like the your favorite character from the entire
Yeah.
Clank series,
Mr. What's his name?
Whiskers.
Mr.
Mr.
Whiskers, the small
Whiskers.
cat.
Yeah, it's
Poke
like,
the dragon.
and I love kind of building the way that I like playing deck builders, which is just a lot of draw. And
Mm-hmm.
Clank has so many draw cards.
Yes. Assuming you get to buy
Like
them
I can
and
cycle through my deck nearly like maybe once for a whole round if I get to buy the cards I want. So I don't know. Some people might take the game seriously and always want to try winning. I get to that point that you don't even necessarily have to win. You can kind of just run out and just laugh while everyone starts slowly
dying.
embracing their death. So
Macabre.
that's why that was taken away in the space, and I think that was a component of the game that I really enjoyed. That you can put a timer on other players. So I don't
Mhm.
know. It may not be relaxing for everyone, but it is for me. It's a great release of just unplug your brain and push your luck.
Agreed. I agree with Clank. Clank's really one of those games where you could just let loose, not be worried about scoring high. Just the adventure of going down into that layer and just trying to grab whatever you can while
Yeah,
surviving.
because
That was
when
a fun
people
part.
make noise,
Leaky
you don't even
Slayer.
care. You don't. You kind of like, oh, you're gonna get into trouble. Like, no, you're actually part of the consequence. But it never dawns on anyone. You're just having fun.
Right. Plus, it's a quick game, so in and out, and then another round.
Yeah. Clank,
Assuming you've been playing
Clank,
it for some time.
ironically, gives me that because it's a race that you want to, go in, be as courageous as you need to, and then go back out. My completionist open
See
every
the
card.
see, this is the counterpoint to my point. Like, I just want to go grab something and go.
Get out.
Well, people want like I want to open up every question mark on the board. Like, no, you don't. No,
You
you
can't.
don't. You will
That's
die.
my problem. That's in my head. It's like, ooh, more power.
Ooh, what does this button do?
Imagine you're even trying to make money in your deck building so I can buy
Oh my
everything inside
gosh.
the merchant stores. Like, there's no point to it.
It's just bragging rights. All right. Cool. That was a
All
great
right.
choice. Clank. Okay, my
So,
turn.
what is your number five, then, Mark?
My number 5 is Gizmos, where
Ooh.
you actually I have this satisfaction where this one does this and then that does that and then that does that.
Yes,
And
that's
when you
right.
finally pull it off, it was like so satisfying.
It's a very streamlined and simple engine build. So yes,
Yes.
you really do enjoy it.
It is. Plus the way that they presented it is so thematic. The marbles are something that your eyes would look at, and it will be bland, and it will be your energy. I'm sorry, they call it your energy, right? The marbles. So that's what you use so that you could make this engine. So when it's relaxing when you actually built your engine, and every turn it just clicks and it just clicks and it just goes on and it goes on. That's so relaxing. That part for me, along with other games like
And I think that's why Flow of History was your close six.
yes, the
Because
same.
it has sort of that same.
What?
Yes,
No.
it has that engine building thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
well,
the
okay,
same.
fine. Engine building, yes, but they're totally different games.
Oh, no. They're very different. But in terms of why I
like it.
find Gizmos relaxing as well, it's the same idea. It's like, ooh, if I connect
That
this with
triggers that
this,
one. That triggered that one. All right. Okay. So
but it has to be
number.
one way. Okay, it has to be one way. If it loops back, my brain will hang.
Okay. That's number
Hi.
5.
Yay! Number 4.
Who's going first?
I can go.
Ron.
Yes.
All right.
My number 4 is Dragon Castle.
Okay.
That's relaxing. That's on my short list too. We should have made the list together and just picked up which one you want to talk about.
Just put all the other. So just an insert. Clint said Talisman should be one of those relaxing adventure games, but it overstays its welcome. Yes,
How
that
can
is
it
true.
be relaxing when you never get the number you need to go to the next level?
You don't have to. You can just keep.
Just keep going around the board.
All right.
That's what I like
endlessly.
about Talisman.
Never.
Dragon Castle, Dragon Castle. We're talking Dragon
Yes.
Castle.
So,
What happened to Ron?
Uh,
Did
sorry.
it freeze again? No, okay.
No,
Okay.
no. I saw a private message and I thought it was for me. Okay, so the reason why I like Dragon Castle, I honestly like more tactical games. So with Dragon Castle, when it comes back to your turn, a lot of things have changed. Whatever you've been wanting, it's no longer there. So you have to quickly sort of scan for what's the next best action, and I really enjoy that in games that allow me to maximize that skill. And in Dragon Castle, you're sort of like, ooh, okay, maybe I'll reach this later. I don't know. I'm not actually sure, but probably it might. So I'm just gonna take this first. And you know, being able to find the match, like, oh, this one matches, and that sort of perk, little boost of endorphins to just found it, cool, there, flip, flip. So it's a very tactile and mechanical game. So and then aside from that, it's very pretty, like even
Yes.
the spirit cards.
When you hold those tiles, yeah, the tiles really helps you have the feel for the game.
Yep.
Plus the colors
You
are nice. Purple
build
looks
up
nice.
the tower and you're frustrated because, like, oh, it's so big already. I need to be able to flip this, and your timing for getting the tower is not there, and it's not gonna match the color. But you know, the journey to it is quite relaxing. So
Oh wait, that's
there,
not number 5.
Dragon Castle.
Sorry, that was wrong.
That's
It's
his number
supposed to be
four.
number
Yes,
4.
Ron's number 4.
My bad. Ron's
okay.
number 4.
Yeah, we're the ones that are drinking here, Denmark.
He's sorry.
How's your wine going, Ron?
That's good.
All right, my bad. I had to change that too. Okay. Save. Okay.
All right,
Roots.
so I will jump into my number 4. This one is it's very almost automated for me, and that's why I enjoy it so much. I've gone over this, I think, a few times in some of our other episodes. This is by Pusoy Dos. This is Splendor.
Yeah,
So, I've even played
Avi,
competitive. I've
that's
played
maybe my
tournaments.
6 or 7.
Huh?
Yeah. Again, same idea. Like autoplay.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can
it's just
build.
that you just and then how people enjoy playing with the chips,
Oh yeah,
like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
and at the same time that the game's theme has really it's so paper thin.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it's just
If
it's
if
just it's
the theme
but
wasn't printed on the
the
cards,
mechanics are perfectly fine. So
yes.
you're playing the mechanics, you're running your engine, you're buying cards to buy cards until you hit the end condition. Okay. So even when they rethemed it in Marvel, I couldn't care who was on the card.
I know. I even heard in the somewhere they didn't like the game because they were getting villains and whatnot. I'm like,
What?
really? You noticed that? Wow.
Yeah, you were paying attention to the art?
That's
No,
why
but
I was
okay.
so
I
interested.
have played this with like my younger nephews, with children that were in our game nights. I've played it um with uncles. I've even played it with um I would say senior citizens that I met in like a board game auction for International Tabletop Day, and they actually bought a copy of it and they treat it like their mahjong. They even they put money in their Splendor games. And just playing with them was just a blast. So
That is awesome.
I have a lot of fun experiences associated with it. And even when I hosted the tournament, I know Ron's son was in one of my Splendor tournaments. It was,
Yes.
you know, there's different approaches and strategies to it. Although there is like really one efficient one that I'm happy they fixed with the
Yes.
Marvel edition.
Yep.
But the theme does not matter. I play it for the mechanic and I find it relaxing because I played it enough that I autopilot it.
Hmm.
There,
Agree,
see, yes,
Ronnie.
good point. The chips are very relaxing to play with.
I was it was it was the year when I released Quotes and Verses, and we were invited to a sort of church convention. So me and the other sort of merchandisers uh, were in a booth in sort of front of their area, and they were all inside already. They were done shopping, so we were just waiting outside. And Splendor was like, "Hey guys, you want to play Splendor?" Yes, let's play Splendor. I kid you not. A few moments, maybe not a few moments, but like in the middle of the game, some sisters came up. Excuse me, we can hear. We
The
can
poker
hear the.
chips.
The chips? Are you
We,
serious?
we didn't realize we were so loud. I mean, because they weren't noisy. So, so yeah,
Good job,
they
bro.
represented
You
us.
became so relaxed. You didn't
Yes,
mind. You were not. You didn't know you were making too much noise.
Splendor. I like first. It's so cerebral that first few games we played with that we didn't even speak.
You know what that did for me also. A lot of people who I game with do have like poker sets, and after the experience of playing Splendor, a lot of people have gone and replaced the paper money in their games with poker chips. That experience resonated enough with them that they wanted to incorporate it with other things that they play. So I've played Acquire and without paper money, and we
Oh,
use
nice.
poker chips, and there is just so much more currency than Splendor, so you can actually shuffle the chips.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
Good job on Splendor. Denmark. What's your number four?
My number four is we'll see, Clint.
Too
We'll
much
see.
reading, buddy.
We'll see. My number four is about relaxing. It's a game about really relaxing and taking your time while you're on vacation, and it's Tokaido,
Ah,
right? So when you said that our topic would be relaxing games, immediately popped in my head.
Right,
Tokaido.
right. Yeah, same. That was the first on my list, but I actually it ended up in my short list mainly because I just don't play it often enough.
but it's that game. It even you even have an app for it. Have you guys played
Yep.
the app?
Yes,
It
I have
looks
that.
so
No, I
nice.
have not tried the app.
It looks so
The app
nice.
is pretty, like it's really pretty.
See, and it's
Yeah,
relaxing.
I think the only reason why I wouldn't have put it on my list, I get it that the game is relaxing, but I also kind of find it a little pointless.
It's vacation. You're supposed to
No,
enjoy
it
your
feels like
vacation.
you're playing a game about lining up. It's like queuing the card game.
But that simple tension for them on, am I gonna leap forward or just take it one step at a time and miss out on the others? That's not too complicated for
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
non-gamers.
That you're just
and
collecting cards,
that's
right?
enough for them, right? So for me, it's just leading people into it's one of the gateway games that I actually introduced to other people because of that simple concept. Just fall in line. Whoever's the last gets to take an action first. And then
Yep.
you just pick from painting, taking a bath, going to the temple,
You know,
going to the
funny
bank.
story about this game, that this was one of the first games that I can recall that that's why people know that it's really meant to be like a relaxing game, and that a lot of people really appreciated the art and the fact that
Plus, the
it
art is
was
really
like
nice.
featured in the town and of Hokkaido. And when they put out like that deluxe edition and put
Ooh,
out the
Ron has that.
minis, I know a couple of people that really went out of their way to purchase it
Not
because they wanted to
me.
collect it. This would be
Other
one
Ron.
of the first games that I could remember that people would maybe consider an heirloom game.
It is.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that might actually be an heirloom game, especially the one that you mentioned with the deluxe version. Because
Yeah.
I've seen the minis, they really look nice. And if you can paint it, it's like, so nice. You just you
I
just bring it out of your cabinet, open it, look at it, not play with it, put it back, and then just put it there. That's
Someday,
someday someone
someday
will
we'll
play
find
this.
that game. But what I remember about Tokaido, I remember fondly. Um, there's this big guy uh, who gets to. Um, I'm
the
not
guy who
sure if he
gets to
gets
eat
to eat for
meat
free.
twice.
What?
Like he eats for free or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a character that eats for free, but you have to choose the cheapest dish.
Yes.
No. There's the orphan. If she gets to the inn, she just picks the topmost, and then that's it.
Yeah.
It's for free.
That's her. There's another guy that's a big
Oh yeah,
guy,
yeah, yeah. There's another one
and then
who
he just
yeah.
eats the cheapest
The
one as
cheapest
long
one,
as
right?
um
Can
he
pay for it.
hasn't eaten that yet.
Oh, right. Which is the common rule.
Yes.
You can't eat
So
the same meal twice.
so it was I just loved it because it's like I was just not paying anything. The
For food.
it was just to get to
A
the
game
end
that
of the
simulates
day.
free meals works for Ron.
So
Wee,
so there.
free stuff.
See, you also have these memories on a very relaxing game. So that's my number 4, Tokaido. And
Tokaido.
someone's counting us down. Ron's
Yeah,
number 3.
thank you, thank you. Yes,
All right.
I
Number
appreciate the countdown. He's keeping up with us, so props to him, man.
Okay, he even knows the timing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 is a very old game. It's called
How?
Rubik Cube.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is relaxing for you. Wow.
So the reason why, you know that sort of math moment where you have that numbers and
You mean
formulas
like the
flowing out.
beautiful mind moment that you
Yeah.
need like 3 chalkboards behind you?
Yes. So every round, it looks like that to me. It's like if I move this and then move that, then split this and then. And
It's that meme where there's this
Yeah.
girl staring blankly, and then the X-Files song plays on the background,
Yeah,
and then all of
I
those.
think that isn't that the lady from NCIS or something like that.
That's
Yes.
what's happening to Ron, but he's not staring at anyone. He's just looking down. He's like,
It's looking and
No, it's
and
his. It's more of like Zach Galifianakis in. I think it was the second Hangover when they decided to go gambling in Vegas.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all of the math was like running through his head.
so what I like about it, it's not like complex math because I have very difficult time in sort of adding numbers because they flip in my head. But seeing them laid out and then moving those around, those are like pretty straight. Like it's something that relaxes me, and I still play fairly fast, so people are not annoyed when I'm in
You have
playing
to
with
try the
Drumkey.
app version that has an actual timer. Then you get stressed.
Maybe that's the case.
No, but
and
okay, as much as I'm making fun of this, my next one is actually related, but I think that mine is a lot dumber.
oh,
No, I
okay,
wouldn't
go
say
ahead.
that. All
No, I
right.
mean, sorry. I like the idea of like playing with a puzzle. Yes, but something like in Rummikub that it's another player's turn, and you see them moving everything around, and then they can't put it back together. Then you start losing your mind.
That's your
No,
OCD
Okay,
kicking
that
in.
one,
so
that one, that
the
one actually.
error-free version is called Potion Explosion. When they
Uh,
pull that marble, they're not going to be able to shove it back. They've made up their minds.
yes.
Right. And speaking of,
And it's not that many numbers involved at all. But
Just
it is the
colors.
same thing. I play it on my mobile app. I play against like the hardest AI already. Um, I enjoy it because of the whole the puzzle to be solved and trying to have the most efficient turn. And
Yes.
you can turn off your brain until it's your turn again because the board state will always be totally different by the
Yep.
time it gets back
Yep.
to you.
Don't bother planning. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. That's
Whatever
all.
whatever you saw, somebody else saw it and is gonna take it.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, it is similar to the reason why you chose Rummikub, but I don't know. Potion Explosion isn't that old of a game. It has the same appeal that Gizmos that Denmark brought up with the marbles. So the one thing I do like about it is that it's sort of like a touch move situation that once you pull something out, it's almost you can really force a marble back, but you have to be also really careful and it's just not worth the time and effort.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it also kind of puts you in a situation that okay, you made a mistake or yeah, that's what you picked. Now adapt and just work with it.
you're stuck with your marble.
What
Yeah, just,
what
so that also
uh
gets the gears turning.
what stresses me a bit in potion explosion is like when do you fire that potion? Like, oh, I've completed it. Do I fire it now?
Oh, I have a
Mhm.
default. I have a default answer to that. If it
Who's it?
gets you to complete two potions in a round, do it.
Oh, okay.
There's your
That is
clue.
always that is my go-to. That if it doesn't, save it for another round. If you can clear both and refill two potions, you have had a great turn.
There
Okay,
you go.
I will keep that in mind because sometimes I'm just like, oh, but it will fill up more than half, something like that.
Potion
That it
explosion.
doesn't it doesn't finish the potion, so don't. Like,
Okay,
It
okay,
it's
gotcha,
it's
gotcha.
relaxing because you just hear those small clicks
I mean, it's
when you
it's
pull out
four
one
color. You're
marble.
just playing with
Click,
four colors,
click,
and then
click.
it is all shiny and colorful.
Right.
And then just like gizmos that like the marbles go into little like
Mm-hmm.
pits that they have carved into the
Did they
cards.
make a deluxe edition of this also, where
Um,
they?
I know that they've made a version that replaces the dispenser with a
Mhm.
like a hard plastic version.
I want that copy.
And then the expansion that they did includes a fifth element, like a fifth
Right.
color, that is pretty much wild. And I know that they've made, I think, a fifth or sixth player expansion already.
Oh,
Yeah, the
It's
fifth
just
element.
yeah. No, that is the one expansion. Then I know that when they did the hard plastic one, they included I think materials enough for another player.
Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
don't.
cool.
I can't be too sure about that. But those are things that I think that you would want for extending the replayability of the game. But as it is, I think that you get so used to it, it becomes automatic, and it's just this nice Sudoku puzzle type
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the numbers.
Right. Minus the- All right. So that's Javi's number
Very,
three,
very
potion
tactical
explosion.
too. Very tactile. Sorry, very tactile.
Maybe you
Yes,
guys can answer this one as I transition.
I have seen it on the shelves,
I
but I
have.
have not played it.
Wait, is this the same guy that did
Herbs.
No, wait. What is the game that you have that we're all making potions and you push your
Yeah.
luck?
Sorry, I was mentioning the expansion.
I have played
Quacks. Quacks.
taverns. Yeah, I've played taverns
Oh, what is that?
twice. Winter, one of our local participants in the Board Gamers of the South, has this. It's actually an okay game. It's also like push your luck type, but you don't bust. It just basically you just keep flipping cards until you max out, and then you have to just use what you got. That's it. So
Okay.
there is a way that you can chain through your entire deck if you want to, but
Oh,
it's push your luck, and then you're just trying to keep upgrading your tavern.
Mm-hmm.
here, well,
Hey, Roel's watching.
Oh,
Hey, Roel.
hey, we hit
you
the
have a
right time.
celebrity.
We
Hello,
have a
friends.
celebrity watching. All right. My
Gentlemen, time to be professional.
right.
Okay.
Number
More
three.
vodka.
My number three. Continuing the trend of relaxing art. Dixit. That's my number three.
Okay.
Specifically, the first two with Marie Cardo's art. Cardua. I forgot, but
I
it's Marie's art.
I didn't think about this. This is actually a good choice. This thing crossed my mind. I can see how it can be relaxing, but it is also kind of a challenging. Like you're reading people's minds. That how do you get them to pick this?
Right. Plus, if it, yes, but you don't want to stress yourself out on that one. This is just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is
It's
just a
not like
very like
Mysterium level. Okay, yeah.
No, no,
it's
that's
fun.
not a relaxing game.
It's
No,
fun and
that's a
relaxing
You're
because
not listening.
you just place down cards with beautiful art, and then if someone screws up and you all ask, "How the hell did that happen? That's the one you chose," and then everybody laughs, and then the round
Yeah.
is quick, and then do it again. Right? It's just a
Yeah,
simple
I
game,
agree.
less complicated rules.
Yeah,
Plus, you can
good
bring
pick. Good
anybody
pick.
in for
And it's
that one.
definitely one of those. Like, it's a really good wind down. Like you're done with the game night, and you just want everybody to join in. Dixit.
I actually
Yeah.
don't. I actually don't use this as a wind down. I use this more as an icebreaker. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
last time I
Right, that
played,
would work too.
this is how my gamer friends got their girlfriends to continue playing into more games. They started with this first and kind
That's
of
a
set expectations that hey, so this
That's
is
a
what we're
tip.
going to be doing for the whole night, and then you introduce stuff like Splendor.
That's a tip. If you want your girlfriends
I
or
see, I
significant
see.
others to continue
Yeah,
playing.
this is like exactly what a gateway should be.
Mm,
That
Right.
it is simple enough, and you don't have to be that competitive. And then it is really
You
about
don't.
interpretation. So, it like the rules are so loose, basically.
Right. You can dance, you can hum, you can do a quote or one word, whatever you want.
By the way, we did a variant before where we played code names before code names pictures existed. We did
With
code
Dixit
names
cards.
using Dixit cards.
Oh
Mhm.
wow, interesting.
Mhm.
To
Right.
Denmark's point, I have played a game of Dixit that what the guy did for his turn was literally take his card or his word and he just slammed it down into the table. That was it.
That's a difficult clue.
And no, there was just one very hateful looking card with lots of red that got
So there. Plus, when we play Dixit, you get a sense of how this person's brain works, right? So
That's
how
why
is
it's an
that
icebreaker
person?
too, that
Yeah.
get to know each other.
Okay. So that's my number three.
Good choice,
Uh,
man. Good
uh,
choice.
Dixit. Oops. All right. Who's next?
Okay.
No,
So sorry.
Ruel,
What are we
you want
doing?
to
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You
okay?
control.
You have to do Ticket to Ride and Hokkaido. Ticket to Hokkaido. It's just one line.
Okay, number two. Thank you, Lubin.
He counted us down.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on.
You guys, shut up. Move on. Okay. So,
We're being policed by our audience. It has come to
I, don't, I love it because I don't have to do it for. I don't have to do it for this episode.
so my number two, maybe, um, shouldn't be a relaxing game.
But let me guess,
Um,
because it has economics and numbers.
Yes.
You're close. You're really really close.
but the and even the stock market of this game is already
There you go.
kind of
Keyword.
stock market of this game isn't that perfect. Like it's very punishing. However, the art style, the UI, the all of the components, the colors, how things connect, and like how I can relate to the individuals, the characters, the luminaries in the game, it just appeals so much to me that I always find it a relaxing game, regardless of the outcome. It's like I am building Thomas Edison empire.
The way it started, I thought he was going with Pan Am, and then he went into Luminaries. So like,
Yes. So my number two, relaxing game. Okay, this
I-
is a slash. Technically,
I don't
just
know
talked
how
about
many
that
will agree.
much.
I can't agree because I haven't tried it. So
Haven't tried it either.
If
Looks
Ron's
intimidating.
selling it pretty well, I would like to try it one day.
It and they're very brilliant with their automa system. You can this is it. Who was it? Sim. Sim played one player. Sorry, 8-player Monopoly. You can practically play a 8-player game in this game
My
or 6-player game.
Why?
Five.
Why?
Like,
First,
it has-
why?
I don't know. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm just saying that they built such a complete system. Except their stock market is not as good, but everything else, oof, it's like so pretty, so nice, and it has a little bit of power grid in it where you have to connect a little bit of routes. But and you also the expansion gives you access to building up your business, your HQ, and you're sort of adding other technologies to it, and the whole hiring of luminaries, and the luminaries give you, okay, now I can do science more because this luminary has more science icons, and yeah. Anyway, so it has all of it, which again maybe not relaxing for other people, but it's definitely something that's relaxing for me.
You see,
Well,
me and Roel have to try it, man.
You
Okay.
need to bring it on Saturday, or whenever we're gonna meet up again.
Okay.
Yeah, find it. I'm sure it's somewhere in your truck.
No, it's not. We searched.
Truck full of
No,
games.
if I'm not mistaken.
All right, that's Ron's number two, Tesla versus Edison. I hope you guys were relaxed in how he was describing it. Sure was not. All right, happy.
I haven't tried it, so again, I'll reserve my comments until I get to try the game.
All right, what's your number two?
So yeah, my number two is my default. It is the game that really has me tied in with this hobby the most. But it's very specific. Okay, so I play Magic the Gathering, and one-on-one Magic, competitive Magic, like MTG Arena, it can get stressful. It is supposed to be a competition, but there is a way of playing that I think that I find very relaxing. So I have already transitioned out of all other formats of Magic, and I play Commander. Or also, it used to be known as EDH.
Yep.
Casual games of this are fun.
Yes.
The politics, the inside jokes. Suddenly someone will just wipe the board, or like, oh, everyone draws a card. Like, there's some jank, there's strategies that just come out of nowhere.
Timmy.
Cards that you've not seen since the 90s show up. So, like, again, I'm not talking competitive. I play competitive EDH, and these are like turn one wins. So everyone's on their guard, everyone's on defense, just waiting. First person to combo immediately wins, and you just shuffle up to the next game. That's not relaxing. But a casual
Could imagine.
Commander game of like maybe 5 players or 4 players, and they bring out just like some fun deck that they just want to
Right.
test out and pilot, like who is this legendary creature? Oh, he's just from some obscure set in 2000 that you've never heard of. Like, okay, let's play.
What I love about EDH in Commander or even Brawl is the whole idea where, okay, I don't have the components to my combo, but my opponent played it.
So
you're
when
going like,
Margaret comment, Brawl is kind of fun, but it does break a little bit of the Commander rules, and Singleton also is very specific. I think having a commander or a representative for your deck kind of gives it more character. So I kind of steer away from Singleton.
yeah, I prefer Brawl and EDH because it appeals to me more because I came from World of Warcraft TCG and we had
Oh yeah, yeah. It
and
actually
we
that's
really
sort of
know
like
how it
having a
feels
class.
when I say my commander, my hero is gonna hold this hammer and whack it on your face. So
Are you talking about Thrall?
yes.
Because he's the only hero who has a hammer. So there you go.
So
The fact
yeah,
that it's getting a lot of support from Wizards of the Coast, that Magic is producing more and more Commander products. They
Did
really
they
do
say-
recognize kitchen table casual multiplayer. This isn't a one-on-one competition. You can ask for help from players.
yeah.
So like, I have no answer to this. Can anyone destroy that?
And sometimes the funniest part is like when they finally show them your combo and they're laughing hysterically. Like, seriously, that's your combo? Yeah, but I couldn't fire it off because I don't have this. I can solve that. Somebody helps you so that your combo can fire. Yeah.
Oh, those
People are
decks. Yes.
celebrating.
I played against the second place deck that all their objective is just to be second place. And it really just throws a wrench in everyone's plans. Okay, that's why it's fun. Fine, it's fun. There's even just the pure chaos deck that what it does is replace everything you play. So no matter what you cast, you get something random from your deck, and that's what replaces it. You have no plans. You have no idea what's showing up. And then they're laughing their ass off for an hour while the entire table is just scratching their heads.
Yes. That's the fun of
Alright.
ED. Cool.
Okay.
Yes, I've kind of gone on a little too long about this. So, yes, I will forever be advocate for Commander, and this is my number 2.
Denmark,
Okay, my number
what is
2
your number 2?
has more art in
Ooh.
it. It's kind
Ooh,
of
yeah.
Yes, I agree. I know this is your. Hang on. So
Good
you're
choice.
you're telling me this is more relaxing for you than Spirits of the Wild?
Yes, I don't mind because whenever I can create the chain, I don't mind losing actually because whenever you can create that chain of the seasons, or the animals, or whatever is required for you to accomplish and
Okay.
score points. When you finally finish this game and you're looking at this landscape portrait painting that you have, so nice, so
Yeah, yeah,
relaxing.
yeah.
And all the
Plus,
little
right, plus
wine.
your paint brushes and the ones where you place them in. So it's the theme of it will just help you relax. You're just painting. You're looking at sceneries, at trees, at animals, at other people. You're trying to paint something and try to collect sets that will score you high points. I don't mind losing. And if you don't want, if you can't use it for your painting or it will ruin your score, you flip it over. You get an ability for your, you get a new power. That's just the two things that you have to do. So paint
Yeah,
or gain
yeah,
new power.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That's it. Plus the art is really really nice. Plus the one where you place it on that mat, that sushi roll mat that we
Yeah,
call it.
yeah, it's like made out of like bamboo sticks, right? It's
Yes,
nice. I mean,
that's what you use to
it's a
make
good
sushi.
pick. I haven't played it often enough to like maybe consider it relaxing, but the art and everything of it is like just like Tokaido is like really it catches your attention, and I think that the fact that it's themed very well helps also keep the mood very light and relaxed.
That's yes, that's right, and that's why I'm actually bringing this into people's attention because it's really
If it's not
underrated.
Demon Worker, this is the next game he keeps shoving in front of people.
Dude, but those games are really nice. But you see, I don't think a lot came here in the Philippines. A lot of Kanagawa came in. I saw a few here and there. I don't know anyone else in our group or in near our groups who has
Actually,
a copy.
um, if I'm not mistaken, the drafting system of Kanagawa reminds me of Coloretto. Similar game where
Mhm.
you're simply
Go-
drafting from, you're
you're laying
placing.
it out in a horizontal way per
Yep,
round, but you're drafting vertically.
right.
So
Yep,
the choice is if you want to get that card immediately, you're just gonna get one painting. But if you can wait, you're gonna get three or four. But someone might beat you to it. So that's
exactly. So
the
yes, so
intention of the
it
game.
is the Coloretto sort of drafting system where at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning you're just playing cards first, sort of setting up the piles, and then
Mm-hmm.
eventually taking it. I loved it in Coloretto, and I also loved it in Kanagawa.
They
Uh,
have a twist in Kanagawa where some of the cards are played face down. So
right.
there's this
That's
thing that you don't know
that's the
what's gonna
big twist,
happen.
which I frustrating, but I also like
But you
because
have a
because
clue what it's about. It might be
right.
a tree, it might be a animal.
Yeah.
And here I remember this one because first time I met Clint, walked in on Wine Museum on our first Bacon, had no one to play with. Kanagawa just came out. Hey, Clint, board game hero and his girlfriend, and then I introduced them to that game.
Cool.
So there,
All right.
my number
All
two,
right, so we
Kanagawa.
go to our last round. Wait, where's our countdown?
Oops. That sorry,
Oh,
sorry.
it is
It
countdown.
moved.
Okay,
It moved.
okay,
It moved.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Countdown moved.
Okay. Number one. All right. My number one. My number one. I've mentioned it before. I think I even did like sort of a just an unpacking or just showing people what it looks like. And it is herbaceous.
Ah,
So
Plants, plantito.
plantitos, yes, exactly. You I like it because well, the whole I am just gonna be making two decisions per turn. That's it.
The simplicity of it.
And you're not even given that decision right away. It's like you draw, you look at it, you decide. Okay, I pass. Then you're forced with the other one. It's no longer a decision for the other one. Or you draw, maybe I should keep. Then now you have a bit of remorse. Well, anyway, I already did my decision, and then the main decision is like, am I gonna pick the cards? That's a little bit stressful sometimes. But that first part, which is majority of it, just you looking for your herbs. What are you getting? What are you getting? And And that very small decision, I really find it relaxing. Aside on top of that, the game is gorgeous. Like it's just
It's nice. The
watercolor
paintings are
painting
really
that is
nice.
done so well. I wish there were more games that look like that. Um,
Kanagawa.
that's true.
Tokaido.
Tokaido.
No, 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 no. Like this one, if you remember, it's
Diluted watercolor.
like watercolor style painting.
Sunset over
Uh,
water.
No, it's a little bit more niche. Sunset over water.
I
So
think, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it like watercolor on white background?
Herbaceous, yes.
That's why.
for
Yeah.
some of the herbs will have like a full wash, and then it will have its more, start. But it's still that sort of line drawn with. Um, so the artist is Beth Sobel, and she would have, yeah, just it's just beautiful. And you always want to have some biscuits and tea later after the game. It's like I want tea now
Wow. It's that
with
kind
some
of game.
biscuits.
That's why this is his number one.
Yes,
It
this
has
is my
that
number
effect
one
on him.
relaxing game.
The only thing missing are incense. Right on the side. You just light it up and it completes everything.
Yes, so some nice or you could be playing this at your garden. You have a flower garden and the air is fresh, and then you're playing that. I mean, yes,
Herbaceous.
herbaceous.
All right.
Okay,
That was number one
having
for
what
Ron.
is your number one?
Not
Number one.
Wingspan, that's for sure. But
Should be. Oh, you
okay.
spoiled us. Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
so
hedging on a bet.
number one, my number one is also, again, a very, it needs an explanation. I'm not sure if everyone can relate to it, but this is the game that brought me into board gaming, and I've been playing it on the app ever since I've gotten it. And every time I see a printed version and I play it, I go so default, and it's almost automatic. I don't care what you get, what cards you buy. I don't even interact with my opponents anymore. And the game is kind of designed that way, that you don't do anything to your opponents. You fight monsters on the board, and that is Ascension.
Mm,
So unlike other deck builders, you don't have any interaction with anyone else. It's there are monsters to beat on the market. So
right.
I do my thing. If a card is bought and it's out of my turn, I don't pay attention to it, because the market's gonna be in a different state by the time it comes back to my turn.
Hmm.
It's so automated
Yes.
that I know which clans I want to play when I see it. I don't even need to know what expansion or what set we're talking about. They have their default abilities. I know what they do, and I want that color. Like when you see it, it's like I'm building that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I find it very calming. I find it very relaxing, only
Because it is
because
too familiar.
yeah, I mean, just like how people prefer Euros, have
Hmm.
no take that. Okay,
Hmm.
you're buying cards and kind of blocking other players in a way, but
But there's
hate
always an
drafting
option.
isn't something that happens in deck builders at
Hmm.
all. Like you're not
Rarely,
gonna,
very
yeah,
rarely.
don't care. So I
If it's
enjoy it.
not the color you're
I enjoy it
building,
so
and you
much because the game in particular, just unlike other deck builders, I think has maybe twice the deck size,
Hmm.
which means that there's so many repeat cards, and there's so many possible lines that you could take. You're not focused on beating someone down to zero health like Star Realms. You're not
mm,
trying to get points and run out and maybe try to get everyone killed like Clank. Instead, it's just you play until the victory point or honor is the pool is depleted, and that's it.
Depleted. Right.
And then you just
yeah,
count.
agree.
So there are other games that are similar. I think it's just more of the way that this was introduced to me. I appreciate it so much. The art may not be for everyone else. I really like the artwork, the style of it, even the
Arcane
revision
denial.
that they made. It's so quirky, that it's not for everyone else. But yeah, familiarity, that's actually a very good point. That it's just I turn to it without any question when I just want to play a quick game and just unplug from the world for like 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
essentially,
especially if you're running it.
Minutes will give you like 5 games already.
if you play fast enough,
games.
sure.
No, because I played the app, and 15 minutes. There's a lot of games that you
Okay.
can squeeze in.
I think
That
the
much.
minimum timer that you can set for an online one-on-one match is 10 minutes.
Hmm. I haven't tried online play. I only play solo on the app against
Oh,
computer opponents.
Me too. That's what I do. Sometimes I play
Okay.
with Javi and he kicks my
you
ass.
should try playing online. The base version is free. So you can play online, but just the base version. The moment you want to play the expansions, that's when you gotta throw in some money.
But you quickly become
I've-
familiar with the base set.
Yeah, it's perfect. But again, it's like what 280 cards.
I think my Ascension, I got it before they sold it free, and I have a few expansions in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, okay, did Stoneblade already get purchased? I think they're under Asmo Play, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe,
It's a weird name. Never mind.
especially for Filipinos, that you would get what it meant. Okay,
Sorry. All right.
all right, Denmark. What is your number one?
My number one is a departure from everything that I've just said.
Twilight Imperium.
No, because for the last 4 entries, these were like around easy games, relaxing art. But somehow my number one is my
Cthulhu
caveat is that I just don't want to set it up because it's gonna take so long. But when I'm playing it, it's really relaxing for me because I get to do what I want to do, try to figure out my own puzzle, do it and repeat, have fun doing it. You don't even have to mind your opponent, only on the last thing that you have to do in order for you to trigger endgame. But what am I talking about? I'm talking about Scythe. That's my number one.
Well, unless you
relaxing
want to get the combat out of the way, which is what I usually do.
That's what I said. You're gonna mind your opponent until you need that last star. You're gonna ignore them until you need that last star, which is
See, I play the
trying to figure
total
out.
opposite. It's like, all right, I already fought you, so I don't like. We're cool. Like,
Or cool. But something about the engine and how it was built, where it just clicks with my head and it just relaxes me. It's something familiar for me. Do this to get that, and then have fun doing this. Do it again, so that later on it will be more powerful,
Ron
more
can't
complicated. So
still hasn't gotten over his scythe complex.
No. I
that's why my number 5 is Gizmo. It's kind of like a ramped up version of it. Only it has this space that you have to go through. You have to control it. It's a worker placement at its core. It's economic at its core. Things that are familiar with me. That's why this is number one for me. Even though I rarely play it, but I play it on the app because it's something that you just figure your own puzzle. What's the fastest way for me to gain 6 stars, high points with this combination? That's the one that I like.
I went. I actually took lessons. I had like Denmark, and then Alvin. Like, okay, I'm playing a game. You guys are coaching me. Like, I want to understand why. Like, if I want to do this, I need this, right? So I can build up that. But I need this, which then needs this. But this one needs the first one that I needed.
But hopefully, while
I can see how Scythe would make the list, and it's a really good choice. But for me, it's I have more of like
bad
a personal
experiences.
vendetta to this game because there's some people that are so good at it. Like
right,
Dwayne.
just don't. Look, you were mentioning earlier on about you playing second for that commander deck thing. That
No way!
the goal is.
I will never play for second.
I'm sorry. That person whose only goal is to be
Be
second
second.
place. Yeah, when you're playing with different people, especially like those who are really good with sight, you're just playing for second place. So just enjoy that trip,
Yeah.
that ride,
Yeah,
going
to
to
be fair,
second place.
I would like to enjoy that trip, but sometimes they end the games like you
It's so
still want
fast.
like one or two turns. You're like, hey, come on, I already had my thing, and then the
That's
game
the thing.
abruptly ends. So that's
Yeah,
what
that's
kind of that's the only thing I can think of why it wouldn't be as relaxing to me as it would be for you
that's
because
the
it just ends abruptly.
that's a puzzle that you need to figure out. And I was gonna say earlier, hopefully, Ron, when we were playing Scythe with you, you kind of got a glimpse of
No,
how
no.
it
I'm
clicks
I'm now
with.
I've learned that in Scythe, number one, it's not a war game.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not a war game. Number two, you have to really learn how to let go. Just let go.
You're not gonna get everything
You get everything. So
unless you're
you find the
Ruski
path,
at
write it
Chimera.
down. Write it down. Write your next step down. Because it's not like people can stop you anyway for what you want to do.
Right,
Maybe a little
right,
bit, but it's not so much. Write it down because you will get distracted when you look at your board again. Oh, I did that. And then you
right.
realize "Wait, I need this resource. Okay, but then for that resource, I need to go here. Okay, so I'll do that. And then you realize you've went a different path. And but
Plus,
I
it's a
wanted to do that more efficiently, which I
Yeah,
needed to do
yeah,
this.
I think that my enjoyment of this is also dependent on
who you play with.
the clan and industry that I get because there's some combinations that just don't, I
Right, I
don't
agree.
get.
Some are just really, really difficult to play. Some are easy. That's why they banned two types of combinations.
Yeah.
But again, to what I'm saying, some if you're talking about familiarity, if you're talking about different avenues on how you're gonna do it, there's also great art, great components, tactile feel. Everything else is right there. It relaxes me when we play it, except setting it up, cause it just takes a while.
You know what? If you want to set it up faster, just don't put the airships.
Yeah.
Well, I got a organizer on how to. It's right there, so that when I bring it out, they're semi set up already.
Wow.
So that will help you. So there, that's my number one. Scythe.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah. And again, we did that caveat in the beginning. These games could be stressful given the wrong situation, but most of the time, still looking for some. But most of the time, these games that we've recommended here, at least for us, when you see us playing this game, you can take notice and you can observe. You'll probably be,
Let
just
loose.
content, a little bit
Relaxed.
relaxed and smiling. It's like, hey, I'm just drawing cards and
Safe place. Safe place.
yes.
Happy bubble.
No, but
happy
again,
bubble,
I
happy
put a
bubble.
caveat to that. That these are games that we do find relaxing, but this isn't a guarantee that every playthrough of this is going to be that way.
Yes.
Right.
But it would be nice to know.
General a general amount of experiences that made us make these lists today, and I'm sure that there are games that other people also find very relaxing, and to each their own for their reasons. So I think that for those who have shared during the show,
Yeah, I saw here. I think somebody shared.
Hey, we learned a lot from you too.
yeah, man. Yeah. Our lists are just well, maybe it's the vodka talking. So
Why not My Little Scythe? Isn't that more relaxing than Scythe?
no, because
We've
the
played this,
combat makes no sense.
but if you play My Little Scythe with gamers, it's not
yeah.
fun. It's not relaxing. It is so
It's
cutthroat.
cutthroat.
Look, I roll resources. Ooh, give it to him so that more people will attack him. That goes to you. I gain friendship. People will attack you next turn. Turn around, still alive. People are still gonna attack.
I think
That-
that My Little Scythe, it's pitched as being friendlier, but actually it's just simpler.
It's simpler,
So
but
in its
doesn't mean it's
simplicity,
nicer.
it also kind of opens up more strategies that might be combat related.
Yes, that's why it's still right here. Because you wanna play
I
Scythe?
like how
Yes.
it looked more.
You want to play quick
than
scythe? Yes.
It's like,
You want to play quick scythe but more deadlier? Yes. All right, let's play my little scythe.
My small scythe is tiny epic kingdoms.
That one too.
I thought you were
I
gonna say
think that.
Tiny Epic Scythe.
They should
Hey,
do
someone
that,
did
right?
that.
They
Someone
should
did.
do that.
They make the one-on-one version that was themed around My Little Pony.
That's my little scythe.
That's my
Okay.
little sign.
That's what happened. There.
I wanted to
Uh,
say a while ago, and this is really far in the list. The Splendor. I remember somebody made a Pokemon re-theme of that. That one I like.
Oh, Parks. Okay.
Parks looks really nice. I was looking at it in a store a while ago.
Did you buy it?
No, I did not.
There's this other
About
game
it?
I remember seeing. So we were in a local game shop, and the game itself has like multiple versions of it. It's like you're like hiking and going to different terrains.
Unknown?
So
Discovery?
maybe
Worlds Unknown?
it's probably
Yeah.
that. That one also looked like, in terms of art wise, might be a very relaxing, like just card collecting type game.
It's a it came out the same time
It's the
as
same time of Keyforge, where
Keyforge, and
you-
they were complaining that it's random, and you might get a box that ends in 1 or 2 turns.
Oh, really?
Yes, it depends on
So
how
every
you-
copy is different.
Yeah.
Yes, every copy is different. You'll never know what you're gonna get. Seriously, there are 3 terrains like mountain, desert, forest. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and you'll never know what's inside, and you never know what mix is inside too.
But
So-
I
Wow.
think it maybe just
what they were
became
saying.
like an impression of people. I think the core system probably will work. They just
but they didn't. They definitely didn't implement it well on that game. It was so random. You really
Oh,
had
really?
no idea what you're gonna get and how it's gonna pan out. There were reports
So-
like it ended in like 2 turns. There were reports in like it went on forever. There are other reports where you won't have any idea how to defeat the last boss
Oh.
because it never showed up anywhere on your. I mean, the items that you need never showed up anywhere on your group. That's how random it was. That's why
Okay.
it never
So
showed
it, so it was they built a randomizer, but they didn't build a randomizer that made sense. Because like what's the beauty about Keyforge was that it still made sense. It's
Right.
just that some other decks would be more powerful, um, because of like how the synergy wise.
But they're
But-
still playable.
But they're all playable.
Right.
There's no deck that just goes, well, I just have all
Well, now I want to try this game. Whoever has a copy, come on.
I think Clint has one. Or
Clint
he sold
probably
it.
has one.
That
Board
sounds
Game
interesting.
Hero.
If it could possibly not have an end. That's like those zombie side games that didn't come with level 3 weapons. So you have no way of killing the
That happens in that
berserker.
game.
Good job.
All right. So
All
that
right.
was our list. Games
Thank
that
you.
are most relaxing for us, for whatever reason it might be.
Thank you
Yes, we
everyone
hope
for
that- we
joining.
hope that this list has relaxed you.
And
Enjoy
it's
breakfast.
always fun. Yes, everyone who joined us today and also joined the game. The ones who are into cubes, you guys can come back to the first part.
All you cubists.
Cubist.
Oh.
Hey, Ron, there's a game coming out from AEG, Cubitos.
Yes, I know.
Are you gonna buy that?
Probably.
SpongeBob game. That's
Yes.
SpongeBob game. Because it looks like SpongeBob in the art, right? In the front
Yes.
box, it looks like him. All right.
So if
there
you guys
go.
want to try out, guessing some cubes and what game they're from, then you can try that out. But in the meantime, have a good week. Stay safe, stay
Play more old
healthy,
games.
play
Yep.
more old games.
Yeah, man.
Until next time, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.